Anin, say go. Hello everyone and welcome back to our budget-friendly meals. This week we're going to be making bean and tuna salad. The ingredients we'll be using in this week's recipe include 1 cup of chopped red onion, a tablespoon of lemon juice, 2 cans of tuna, 2 cans of kidney beans rinsed and drained. We're also going to use a half cup of chopped parsley, 1 teaspoon of red chili flakes, half a teaspoon of pepper, and then you could add salt to taste if you prefer. In addition to this week's ingredients, we're also going to need a few things from around the kitchen. You're going to want to grab a can opener, a knife, cutting board, a wooden spoon or something else to mix with, and then some measuring spoons, just 1 tablespoon and a half teaspoon. Let's take a closer look at this week's cost breakdown. All of these prices do include taxes. So our red onion is 57 cents, that 1 tablespoon of lemon juice is 5 cents, 2 cans of tuna, $2.69, the kidney beans for 2 cans is $2.92. Then we've got our parsley for 68 cents and our pepper for 36 cents. That rounds out this week's meal at $7.27. Go ahead, grab your ingredients and the extra items from around the kitchen, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So we can go ahead and get started with our onion. Now the recipe calls for 1 cup of chopped red onion. Honestly, for this recipe, I'm just going to eyeball it. And as you can see, I'm just going to chop my onion into smaller pieces. You can chop them up into squares, you can finely chop them, you can leave them in slices. Honestly, it's whatever your preference is. I tend to cut chunks off of the onion rather than cut it straight down the middle, because I find that if I cut it straight down the middle, that's typically when I tend to get the watery eyes. So I'm going to use about this much red onion in the recipe. So there's a little bit of a trick here. We want to sprinkle just a tiny bit of lemon juice onto these onions. By doing this, we're going to somewhat dilute that onion flavor because it can be fairly strong. So just go ahead and mix the onions with that little bit of lemon juice. And then we are going to set this bowl aside until later. I've already gone ahead and drained my tuna, so I'm just gonna get my 2 cans emptied out into this Tupperware container. I'm using the Tupperware container because what I want to do is refrigerate the salad before I serve it, and this is just the easiest way to be able to tuck it into the fridge. I'm just using the back of my fork here to break up some of that tuna. Next, we're going to add in our beans. I've already drained and rinsed these as well. And now I'm going to use a wooden spoon, but again, you can use whatever you prefer. And I'm just going to gently start to mix the tuna in with the beans. For this week's recipe, you could really use any type of bean. We chose to go with 1 can of red and 1 can of white just to make it a little more colorful, but whatever you've got tucked away in that pantry, feel free to go ahead and use. Once we've got it all combined, we can go ahead now and add in that red onion. Now for our red pepper flakes. I've taken a little here and just sprinkled them over top. And it's a half teaspoon of black pepper. again, with the red pepper flakes, you can go ahead and use a little less, a little more, whatever your preference is. With that fresh parsley, we want to go ahead and chop that up. As I'm chopping, I really notice the aroma of the parsley. And for this particular salad, we really want to try to use fresh parsley. It does make quite a difference in the flavor. So again, go ahead and just chop up the parsley and then sprinkle it on top of your salad. Once you've got about a cup of loosely chopped parsley, we're going to go ahead and add in the 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And again, we're carefully going to mix all of this up together. Now, if you feel as though you want to add a little bit of extra flavor, you could go ahead and add in a few splashes of Tabasco sauce. Also, if you're feeling like your salad is a little bit on the drier side, you could add in a little extra virgin olive oil just to make it a little bit more moist. You can add in your salt, and there you go. You've got a very simple, very easy white and red kidney bean tuna salad. We hope you enjoy this week's recipe, and until next time, Ona.